Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm KG, and if you're new here, I'm a customizer and I like to make all kinds of nerdy things. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I made my R2-DPool. Alright, let's get into this. I think there's one design that makes Deadpool very recognizable, and that is the Reservoir Tip at the back of his mask. Anytime I make a custom Deadpool, I try and incorporate this, as I think it just makes it stand out that, you know, this is Deadpool that you're looking at. I think I'm going to try and do that with R2-D2. Don't know where I'm going to put it. This is definitely like in the middle, so maybe something coming out of there, like jutting out. It's like a little point. Might even drill into this, make it extendable. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I've already customized this before. Done a bit of a black wash on it, nothing crazy. So I'm gonna have to clean that off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get it in some soapy water, give it a wash, make sure it's ready for paint. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. Printed out a picture of R2 and I've coloured it in how I want this R2 to look. So I want the R2-DPool to have this colour scheme. These bits that I've left white, they're going to be silver. There's going to be like more silver metallic stuff around it as well. That's just a few areas. These bits that I've left white up here are actually going to be white. I'm thinking of drilling into the dome here, painting it white, and then filling that with UV resin. Make it look like a bit of like a glassy white eye. So yeah, that's the plan so far for the colour scheme. Now, what I want to do is drill into the back of this plate, this back plate. So this is where I want the reservoir tip point to go. So I've got a milling bit, which obviously mills things. So hopefully I can get round and make this a clean cut. I have my rotary tool, very small drill bit, and I'm going to drill into here, maybe do like each corner. And then use the milling bit to get the rest out. But yeah, let's get to it. Safety first. Unfortunately, I can't do what I was originally planning to do. Now my plan is 4 wires in each corner. Meets in the middle, comes out, twists. So I need some wire. Just while I was messing around trying to get these bits to work, I had a little bit of an idea. What if he didn't have a reservoir tip? Let's say it was a pair of wires that are crossed, and maybe that's why this droid is acting up. So I'm thinking, but it might be cooler to do that. So this panel is missing and then have just a couple of wires that stick out. I think that'll look pretty cool, to be honest. So I'm running with the idea that I want this panel to be missing, and I'm just going to have a few wires like sticking out like so to simulate the reservoir tip. I'm just going to paint inside here with a little bit of black 3.0 so you can't really see inside, and then it should be ready for a prime. I'm going to paint inside this hole. Okay, got a little bit messy, but I think that's worked really well. You can't really see inside there, which is what I was going for. And then all I need to do is add little bits of wire coming out like so, just to simulate that reservoir tip. I think that'll look really cool. It kind of reminds me of, I'm showing my age here, Ben from Treasure Planet.
Ben! Of course I'm Ben! bioelectronic navigator. Oops.
I'm happy with this so far. I think now I am ready for a prime. So yeah, let's take this guy to the booth. Probably say I've used some milliput to close the hole that was up at the top here. So yeah, now I'm going to hit everything with some silver metallic on my Vallejo Air. So this guy's had time to dry now. Got a nice coverage of the metallic silver just all over, because I'm going to have different bits that are going to be metallic. All I need to do now is mask off the bits that I want to stay silver. So yeah, so these little vents here, these are going to be silver. I think these bits are silver as well. And some silver bits on the arm. Just going to do some masking now, and then it'll be ready for the final paint. So let's do that now. So finally got everything masked off, and I'm going to do a clear coat over this just to seal the masking tape in, and then it'll be ready for paint. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. So broke out the salt. I'm now ready to do the salt and water technique. This is just my cheap and easy way to get a chipping medium. So I'll lay it on here, put some water down, put a bit of salt, and wherever the salt dries, that's where you will get protection from the paint. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing this all the way around. It's just the dome that I really want, and everything else can be red. I'm not too bothered about that. Everywhere is now nice and messy, but I think I've got this to the point that I want it now. As you can see, little bits of salt all the way around the dome, heavily on the back here. I can do more weathering once the paint is on, but now I'm going to mix up some Vallejo Air Red, just straight out the bottle, perfect stuff. So this is just all going to get covered now. As you can probably see, some of the salt has already fell off, just from me handling it a little bit. So all I'm going to do is take an old toothbrush and wipe away the salt. Oh, I love this part. This part is so satisfying. So as you can see, it leaves the paint underneath intact. You just wipe it away, like so. I just think it's just a really cool method of doing chipping, and it works like a treat. It really does work really well. What you can also do to weather is take a toothpick or like a wooden stake, and you can pick up certain pieces and just scrape away at some of it, so you can get the corners. Feet are going to be quite worn, aren't they? So just scrape the paint off here. Like I say, this is a really fun method. It's really really effective. So I'm just going to do a few more scuffs and scrapes, and then it'll be on to the next step. I forgot to mention, it's quite important that you seal coat underneath first. Otherwise, you'll be taking off the metallic paint underneath, which is not what you want. So it is best to do a clear coat or a matte clear coat, gloss clear coat, whatever you want really, before doing something like this. Because if you're scraping, you're going to be scraping the paint off underneath, if you get what I mean. So yeah, I think so far I'm liking this. I think that is everything. Got a little bit of cleanup to do, but not too bad at all. So, just taking some Aqua Colour matte black, number 8. I'm just going to paint all the sections that I want to be black. For some reason I'm getting vibes of a Dalek, but yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Now I just need to do the lines that come over, like on Deadpool's suit. Yeah, that's not too bad. I like that. So I'm going to do the same on the other side, hopefully get it to match. Just trying to get it right. I think for now, we're done. Still need to do the eye. That's easy. But overall, I'm absolutely thrilled with how this looks. Definitely getting there. Okay, now that I've got it to a point that I'm really happy with, I'm going to seal this in now with some matte clear coat, and then I can work on the eye. So I can manhandle them again. Like the finish on this, it looks really cool. Off camera, I made him a couple of weapons. These are just to go on the side of his arms. I think these came off a different R2-D2. Not really sure which one. I had to trim them down a little bit as they didn't really fit. I think this was for this side. Yeah, so they just fit onto the arms like so. I thought these could be like, you know, blasters or something. Just something a little bit more Deadpool-esque. What I'm doing now is I'm going to take my pin vise and drill out the holes from here and here that I want to do the lenses in. So I'm going to do those lenses now. Don't know if you'd call it luck or not, but because the plastic is white, it's already done half the work for me. So all I need to do is just put a dab of UV resin over that now and cure it, and I think that's good. I think that is golden. Okay, I probably just did not get any of that then. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's very domey, and that's exactly what I was going for. A little bit of overshoot, but I can't complain. I think that looks really good. Okay, so I want to make sure that the eyes are absolutely perfectly hardened. I don't have a UV light that you can just leave on. You know, one of those dome ones. I'm not really sure what you call them. So I'm just having to periodically press this button. I think it's out every 30 seconds or so. While that cures though, I'm going to do some work on the wires that I'm going to have inside of the head. I'm going to throw in a green wire just to add a little bit of colour. I just need to try and get the metal wires from inside of these. Gently roll this. And piece. And there we go, that's what we wanted. Might trim that up a little bit, it's a little bit long, but that's what I'm going for. I now have a bunch of different wires, and I'm just going to start gluing them into the opening. I've gotten this to a point that I like it now. It's quite convincing that there's like wires and stuff in there. Now I just need to add in the frayed wires. Very happy with that now. Looking very cool. And it's like a subtle detail that, you know, it's the reservoir tip, but it's actually the same reason, the same thing that's making them be a Deadpool, if that makes sense. I think it's now just going to be finishing touches. So I've just made a little circle. I'm just going to cut this out, shape it up, and then glue that on there and then paint it up. So I've got this cut out now and I keep dropping it, so I'm going to just glue it down. Just going to use some Gorilla Glue for this. Bloop. Here. That wasn't hard, was it? Now just paint this silver. Now for the finishing touches. That got really difficult. I couldn't really film doing the emblem. I just couldn't get an angle on it. But he's done. He's pretty much finished now. I'm just going to finish these off with a bit of UV resin. And then, yeah, it'll be on to the glamour shots. And I've just decided that I wanted to paint these panels up here as well. I just think this will make it look a bit more like R2. And just at the last minute, I decided to do a bit of an oil wash. I'm mixing up a bit of brown and some black. I'm not going to go too heavy with this. I don't want to cake it on. Just wanted it to be nice and subtle. And with this detail done, he was finished. And here he is next to all the other Deadpools that I've made. So that's it for this video. I had so much fun making this guy, and when he was finished, I couldn't put him down. I couldn't stop taking pictures. If you enjoyed this video and you want to support the channel, all I'm asking for is to like this video and subscribe. You can find me on TikTok at KGCustoms91, and you can find me on Instagram at KGCustoms. Thank you so much for watching, and no matter where you are in the world, I hope you have an amazing day, and always remember to stay nerdy. I'll see you in the next one. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm KG, and if you're new here, okay, compose.